Hello everybody, Iain Robson here from the edition of the All-American Farm. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. Just waiting on this New Holland here to finish off this last little pass here. An interesting comment about this particular setup the other day, I don't know, one of the previous episodes that I did, it was an interesting comment about the fact that I've been using this seeder essentially without seeds in real life. Because what would happen is you would actually need something behind it in order for it to actually seed something, because this right here does not hold any seed itself. Now it is just the mod itself, it does do its own thing, so that's the reason why it works in the game. But in real life it definitely wouldn't work. I picked up a Ford 6640. The only reason I picked that up is because I wanted to try out this thing right here, the WIFO, I don't know, bale handler, I guess. The really cool thing about it is because we have the way we have these bales stacked right now. This actually works way better than the other thing we're using. So I'll just give you a demonstration. Where's my? Let's pull this guy out for a second here. As you can see, I actually topped off our cows, so now they're at 100% productivity, and they also have quite a bit of wheat and straw and grass or hay for the time being, and that's because I was messing around with this front loader attachment. Now the strange thing is this actually wouldn't work with the Merlot. Now let's just hop over here for a sec. That's funny, I was able to move that. Can I move it back now? No, I didn't think so. Anyways, let's just pop over here. Where is it? Here. So this is actually, I believe this one is the telehandle one, and it wouldn't work on the Merlot for whatever reason. As you can see, I was messing around with a few different front loader attachments. This is one for round bales or square bales that are wrapped. We don't have any, but I didn't really try it, to be honest with you. I bought it, but I haven't messed around with it at all. But it's there. That is part of the Eurodesian bale handling pack, if you're wondering. Yeah, so I picked this one up too to see if it would work with the Merlot, because obviously it would make more sense for it to work with the Merlot than buying the Ford, but we ended up buying the Ford. Well, I did at least, because I just wanted to try it out. And the reason why I like this front loader is because it's nippy. And what I mean by that is it's quick. So you can pick up bales and you can move them around really easily. So look at this. This is the reason why I wanted it, is because it handles two bales at the same time perfectly. It locks both the bales. The problem I was running into is with the other one, it could only handle one bale. It would only lock the top or the bottom bale, not the top bale. But look at that. I could probably get 3 bales on there. I haven't tried that yet, and I don't really care to, because 3 is a random number. But as you can see, with 2 bales, it works beautifully. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. So you just drop it in there like that. It works really, really well. The guys at Eurodesian did a really good job with this bale handling equipment. I really like this one, especially with the way these get deposited off the trailer itself. They work really, really well. So, like so, lock it in place. Always helps if you lock it in place. There we go. Lock it in place and just back out. Look at that, perfect. So easy to do. It works so much better than the telehandle with the other single one. And because I know the perfect ratio, I guess, so it's like 2 of these bales, 2 of the hay bales, 2 straw bales, and then the rest is silage. Well, that's what I figured out in the end. It works out really well. So let's just come over here. So we got 2 and 2, so we're at 50%. And all we need to do now is fill up the rest with silage, and I have the telehandle. Well, I just have the conveyor belt right here, sitting, chilling out for the time being. As you can see, let's just back this up here. And this is how I've been creating TMR for our cows, off screen at least. See, whoop, done. And now we have 14,000 liters of TMR for our cows, which is kind of cool. It's not very much, to be honest with you. Especially when you have 150 cows. The amount of times I had to do this off camera was more than I recall. I didn't realize it was that many times, but it's quite a bit. But it definitely works. And this is the only way I can really do it. Well, that's just not true, I guess. I could theoretically put it into a mixing station, but for now I'm just gonna stick to doing this, because This is slightly more realistic, although you wouldn't just stay in one spot, obviously, in real life. You'd probably do the old drive-by like that. But anyway, so yeah, that's the reason why I picked up the... Just gonna leave that there. That's the reason why I picked up this Ford here. This is the other one that we had before, and it works, but it only picks up one bale. The top bale tends to flounder all over the place, so that's why I wanted to try this one out, just to see how it would work. And it does work really well, so... Although I'm not sure in real life, this is a smaller tractor. It's only a 70 horsepower tractor, so I'm honestly not sure if I could handle 2 bales at the same time like I have been using it with. So I was considering getting a larger front loader, because these bales, I don't think this tractor would be able to handle 2 of these bales, just to be honest. So I was looking at my front loaders. I realized I don't really have a bigger front loader, because the Bobcat probably wouldn't be able to handle 2. The Fence is just about the same horsepower anyways, so is that. There actually is one tractor a New Holland just came out the other day, and it's a front loader. It was on LS 2013. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I crossed my mind and then I got distracted, and that's why I didn't download it. Anyhow, so what do we have lined up for today? Let's just see where our friend is. So he's doing the last pass. Good. So he's just doing a headland at the end, just to clean up any of the ends. That's why I do it like this. And he's actually right at the end here too. Excellent. Grab a sip of a drink here. Excellent. Look at that. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up... I suppose I should pick up the back half to this, like the actual tank itself. The main reason why I didn't the first time was just because the main reason I didn't pick up the first time was because I wanted to be able to seed by itself using courseplay. Because if you use the tank on the back as well, it doesn't work very well. Like I've mentioned, I'm sure, more than once. So I planted that field as this one as canola and the other one as wheat. And once we get back to the farm here, let's put this down. I think that's the only IC you have in this tractor. Oh no, you can do the door too. Ah well. Anyways, yeah, I was watching TCGG Rob the other day, and he picked up the Massey Ferguson on his Spring Hill Valley Let's Play, which is a new map from NA Modding. It's like a, I don't know what you'd call it, a revamp of Spring Hill Farm, and it looks like a gorgeous map. And I think I've mentioned this map more than once already. And I'm almost like I'm pretty tempted to like not end this series, but end Iron Horse early. I think I've mentioned that before. I don't know what episode Iron Horse is even on at this point. I think Iron Horse is something in the area of 22, 23, so like I said, I could end it early and do a Let's Play on that map. Also, I finally added this little road right here that I've been meaning to add for a long time. I think it looks alright. I haven't like given it paying close attention to it yet. I just made it a dirt road, like I said I was going to. That's not too bad. I messed up a little bit right there, but it's not too bad. Dirt road wouldn't be perfect anyway, so I guess it works out. But I added that in the Giants editor, and I think that was it really. There's nothing else I really wanted to add in the end. I have uploaded this map to American Eagle Modding. It's in the approval process right now, so it may be approved anytime now. I made a mistake. It didn't include photos, and it needed to have photos included, so I added those, and we'll see what happens. So maybe by the time, I would suspect, but by the time this goes live, it will have already gone, I don't know, been released, I suppose. Do we need to seed anything else? Let me think about this. No, I don't think so. That's seeded, that's seeded. That is, oh yes, let's hop over to that guy real quick. So as you can see, I went ahead and speed rode all of this. I still think that header's way too huge. It looks slightly ridiculous. I like the way it works, and it works well, but it's just, I don't know. I'm not sure how big this would actually be in real life, and I think that's the problem. But that seems on the bigger side. So, like, I imagine, like, half here and half here would probably be more realistic, but anyways, that's just my feeling. Anyhow, so we do have this right here. It is just ready to be picked up. Where's this guy? Let's go ahead and pick this up. So, one of the issues I have with this Kuhn baler here is that it makes tinsy-winsy bales, despite the fact that it is a big baler, which makes me a bit on the sad side. So we're going to go ahead and sell this Kuhn baler and do some extreme baling instead, because that would make more sense. Does that pick up? No. We need to head north. So we're going to go ahead and sell this baler. I really don't necessarily need to drive it all the way there, but we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, there's a bale in there. Oh well. That does mean, though, we're going to have to use that Heath Super Chaser, which is a slightly more annoying implement to use, but it will... it means we have to pick up less bales, so it's not. I'm not that worried about it. But these bales are tight. I don't know why they made them so small. I wish they had made them like the size of the Extreme Baling Pack ones. That would have been really nice, but unfortunately they didn't. Alright, here. I think this is like one of those roads that has like a speed limit on it. I don't know why, but it seems to have a speed limit on it. So I have the I don't know, it's at maximum speed and it's not really going as fast as it possibly can, but anyhow. See? 50 kilometers an hour. I don't know. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get one of the extreme baling balers because, well, yeah, we have the round baler on the other farm, so I'm trying to stick to, if I do baling, I'm going to stick to square bales, because in reality you probably would do square bales on a farm this size, only because they're slightly easier to handle, I guess, is what I'm thinking of. That should be in the sale box well enough. Alright. $74,000. Excellent. And we don't have to do bales. What am I looking for here? Balers. I suppose there is the Class Quadrant, which is another baler it could theoretically get, but I don't have that. And I don't know if... I think it doesn't do with big bales anyways. What do we have here? Fent, Massey Ferguson, and New Holland. Let's get a Massey, just for the sake of getting a Massey. And we do need to get the Super Heath Chaser as well, which is 30 grand. So we just spent 120. It's about, you know, not really a big difference, to be honest with you. It's about the same price. So those people have never seen this thing. I don't know why or how that would be possible, but I suppose it is. This is part of the Massey Ferguson Heston series. I don't know. Out of all the balers, this is probably my favorite for big bales, because there haven't been many other nice ones that I've liked that aren't the vanilla ones, because vanilla ones are pretty solid too. Alright. So I guess I will drive the baler back. Do I have any tractors that would actually... This is just a random thought I'm having right now. I'm just trying to think if I have any... That one I don't think I can actually buy this one. For whatever reason. I think something happened with it. I'm not sure what it is. These are going to be just too ridiculous. I don't know if I have any... I think I might have a McCormick. That might work with it. But you need kind of a larger tractor for these two, so I'm just going to take a quick peek through here to see if I have anything that would actually work well with it. Massey Ferguson, well, I could get that. It's 145 horsepower. Would that be enough horsepower to drive that thing? That's my only downfall. I'm not really sure. This has 210. But I don't have any... I was surprised. I thought I had other cases, but I really don't. I honestly thought I did. That's strange. Oh well. We'll just stick with what we got for the time being. Some people may not like it, they may not match, but I don't know. I have the Massey Fergusons, honestly, like, out of all the Massey Fergusons, there's only a few of them that I think are, like, really solid mods. Yeah, unfortunately. So, it'd be nice if there were more, but there really aren't. So, minus, of course, Euro DZN's ones, which they just released, which are fabulous. Where are we here? I think it's right at the end. Yes. So it turns out that speed rower is huge. Like, I was trying to figure out how big it actually was with courseplay. It is like, I don't know, I think it's like 13 meters wide, which is ridiculous. I don't know if speed rowers are actually that large or not, but it seems a little on the excessive side for a speed rower, but whatever. Alright, what's the other thing I wanted to do? Let me just set this guy up before I get too distracted, because inevitably I will get distracted. So we'll get this guy rolling. And we're going to take the road. Don't want to drive right through our freshly planted field. So that's the other reason why we got to do it this way. Yeah, that's weird. Just sped up there. There must be the specific type of road. I also made a little loop around here in Giants Editor as well. So now, this was always connected, but never had the little loop around here. So now when you drive down here, you have like a turnaround point. I don't know. Looks alright. Not amazing. I wasn't sure how to make it look prettier, but before it kind of like, there was nothing after it. It was just that. So I made a little turnaround point so you can like stay on the asphalt as opposed to driving all over the place. But that's how I ended up doing it right there. And I think that was the other change I guess I made to the map. But yeah, like I said, the map is in the approval process, so you should be able to download this version of the map. It does include the feed station, by the way. I managed to find the right person to provide the credits to for that. I really should have fixed that, but I don't think it makes a difference. So, yeah, so I did that as well. So, hopefully you guys will have it soon. Hopefully being the keyword, of course. All right, so this guy in the field work mode, first waypoint. Let's do that, and let's get him rolling. There we go. Now, I left the speed row over there, but it makes really nice small little rows though. Look at that. So I'm curious as to how many bales. I think it's R. Is it R or O? It's O. So let's see how many bales we get out of this. Let's just do a little turn here. I figured, you know, I don't do much baling, but the last couple seasons, like this season, I've done quite a bit of baling with this, and then I've also done baling on the other farm too, which is kind of funny. I think I need to lower that, but it'll turn it on itself. There we go. I could probably turn this down. It doesn't need to go at 20 kilometers an hour. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure how fast you could go with a baler. I think it depends on the baler. I was actually just watching a video just before this, and it was a Krone big, I think it's Big Pack, I think it was called it. And they were just flying. It looks like they were flying through the field, like 10, 15 miles an hour or something like that. It looked pretty quick, at least. But I think this is probably an appropriate speed. Square balers are nice because you can just rocket through the field in comparison to a round baler. But, oh wow, that's actually quite a bit. Okay, that's pretty fast then. We'll probably get... So the one thing I really like about this is look how big the capacity is. That's why I love this baling pack. I would have really liked to have seen like some other solid, like good solid balers out there. Like I know there are some Krone Big X ones, or Krone big balers that are fairly decent. But, oh, I was going to TED this. Oh, well. Next time. I would like to see, like, some other solid Krone ones. Not Krone ones, but other ones that were really decent. Because there's this pack, and then there's the John Deere 864 Premium. And, like, honestly, out of all the balers, those, and the Kuhn one, I suppose, those are the ones that are going to work the best. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Now the problem I'm probably going to run into is the way the Heath Super Chaser unloads these bales. Yeah, that's probably going to be a problem. Oh well, something else to deal with eventually. They look so green there, wow. They don't look like they're the right color. Now those are wet bales, I suppose, so I really should have tested it with this particular baler. I don't think this is a... I could wrap them, I suppose, but it's not going to make a difference. Yeah, that's producing quite a bit. This is good. Anyways, let's go to other business. Let's hop to this guy right here. So, we have the New Holland T9 here, and we have this Burgo, and we have that over there. Now, I discovered that there's only so much I can do with one of these big guys right here. So I can either seed or I can cultivate. I can't do both, which is obvious, of course. And I also have these trailers, and I kind of want to upgrade them to something a bit larger. So, am I going to drive them all the way to the shop? Let's just see the price of them. Probably not, to be honest with you. Where are we here? Let's just sell that and sell that. So they'll hold 33,000 liters, 34,000 liters, something in that area. But what I want to try is, actually I've never used these mods before. This one, so these hold 44,000 liters. These are enormous, and they're actually about the same price anyways. So, and these are, I think this is done by, I forget who did this. We're gonna get a couple of these just so they match. Why not? Change it up a little bit, but these transport von Weisen, Gerst, Raps, Kornmes, Silage, Gras, Kotfrolfen, and Energievrijd, and Zuckerbruben, and I think the last one's potatoes. But anyways, just does everything. Let's just say that. I guess we can reset the Heath Super Chaser back there too. Anyway, so for those who've never seen these before, I don't use them. I've never used them. I've had them forever. I just have never used them. And I'm like, hey, you know what, Ian? This is me talking to myself. I'm like, you know what? We're going to use these this time around. Oh, that guy's doing that. How many bales do we have already? 5 bales? Oh, we're still going to get a lot of bales, but not as many. Like last time we did this little area, I think it was like, I don't know. So basically, it's like, the other one, it was 2,000 liters of bale. This is 6,000 liters, so we're going to get 3 times less bales, which will be nice. Anyhow, what was I going to do? I totally forgot. Right. Here, we'll hop into this guy. Because he's right here. This was the corner of shame for this guy. It wasn't his fault, let's be honest. So this is the other tractor that's not the 400 horsepower tractor, unfortunately. It's a 320 horsepower. No, this one's only 260, actually. You can tell how often I use this Fendt tractor here. Where is it? This one is, I think it's 240 horsepower, which should be enough for these. I wish it looked over the edge there, but... So there you go. One of the cool things about this, let me just move it out of the way. It's a tri-axle, so they are quite large. And let's just, you can do that, so you can change it to the way it looks. You can put them up, so you can do that. Well, it's work light. Indoor, all-wheel drive, use back steering. So you can change the way they look, which is kind of cool. I think you can move attacher up and down, move tow ball. Oh, you can do lots of random stuff with this. Oh well. And you can lift the axle, I believe. I don't know what's... Oh yeah, it is that first one right there. I thought so. It's just not obvious. Numpad 4. So you can change the bodywork to this, this, or this. I'm going to leave it as this because I think that looks kind of cool. And I think those sides can fold up as well. I don't think you can come out here and do it, but I think it's a pretty cool little one. Yeah, it holds quite a bit, so that's the reason why I got it. 60 miles an hour, 60 kilometers an hour, I guess that's as fast as it can go. It's crampy, or cramp, how you want to say it, which isn't really, I suppose it's not really North American. But one thing I've discovered, though, is that the trailers in North America are like, there's so many variations, so it's it's likely you would see a North American styled baler. Like, it's not impossible. Or what am I saying? It's likely you'll see a European style trailer, I've discovered. Or it seems that way. Whenever I look through like the advertisements in what happens in the you know what. Whenever I look through the advertisements in my farmer's forum, I tend to see lots of variations of equipment, and some of the equipment happens to be European, some of it is North American. Like, I've seen a lot of like Keverlin stuff. I've seen some Lemken advertisement as well, so Lemken's trying to come to North America as well. I've seen all sorts of stuff, so. There we go. Put the Fendt weight on the Fendt tractor. People really didn't like the fact that I put a John Deere weight. I really don't like this bouncing. I don't know why it does that. Sitting inside of this tractor is not a good idea, apparently, but I do like this tractor, minus the one little bouncy thing I just showed you. But check that out. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the little prop there, that's cool. And you can see the blocks right there, the chalk blocks or whatever they're called. So that was pretty cool. So these would be fantastic for silage. Let's put that wheel down there. Oh, there it goes. So these would be fantastic for silage and unloading our combines too, because they are just enormous. And it looks like they have steering on their back wheels too. Yeah, there you go. It's a steering front wheel there, so they can take nicer turns without crashing into your stuff. All right, how is this guy doing here? It's about halfway done. So what we should do actually is, where's this guy? Let's grab that super chaser. Did we not reset it? Where did it go? Oh no, there it's just hiding. Alright, we should turn that Fendt off too. There we go. Let's grab the super chaser here. Wow, time's just flown this episode. Holy smokes. And let's just pick up a few bales. I guess we'll do one load, then it'll be time for the wrapping up point, as Direwolf would say. But I think he does that with, I'm pretty sure he does that with particular intentions. Like, excuse me. In my experience, going past, I guess we should fuel up before we get out there. In my experience, I've discovered that I have done longer videos before, but what happens is people don't necessarily watch the whole video a lot of the time. So even though you put the effort into making a whole video, people don't always watch it all the way through. So if I do have a longer recording session, what I tend to do is I tend to just break it up into smaller chunks. But that's just me. More digestible chunks, I guess. That's how I would say it. Excellent. How many bales? 19? That's not terrible. That's like how many? I forget how many bales that thing holds. I think it's 16, so this will be like 2 loads, and that's it. Like last time we did this, it was like how many loads? It was just ridiculous. It's funny, I was watching One Lonely Farmer again. I've been watching a few of his videos lately, and he was saying he does like 3,000 acres of not baling, but like hay apparently. And I was like, whoa. I don't know what his model is, but it must be, he must be doing well. And it just surprised me that he does 3,000 acres of hay specifically. That's the part that threw me off most of it. It's not the fact that he does hay, it's just how much hay he does is what threw me off. I was like, whoa, 3,000 acres? That's crazy. Alright, let's get out there. Yeah, but if you have no idea who One Lonely Farmer is, he's another YouTuber who, he's a farmer, I guess. I don't know where he's located offhand, but he does YouTube videos as well. He does new video games. He does real life farming, which is interesting. He talks about it. If you want to watch his videos, go ahead, but he is definitely who he is. He doesn't try to be anybody else, so he will tell it like it is how I'm going to say it. There's a little bit of cursing on there, so if you're not into that, don't check his channel out. But if you're into farming and you want to see the real life side of it, he's definitely something to check out. The other interesting thing what he does is he also does a little bit of he rebuilds old tractors. So he rebuilt one of his tractors that he's using right now, I believe. It's an old John Deere tractor, so it's pretty cool. That's how actually I first discovered him. Actually, it's not true, now that I think about it. I first discovered him when I was looking through... YouTube has these random analytics you can go through, so it's like you can see certain things about your fans. So for example, you guys who watch the videos, I can see some information like who other people you might watch on YouTube, and that's just the way YouTube is. It allows you to see those types of things. And that's actually how I found him. I think what happened was maybe it was Craft Farms or somebody commented on one of One Lonely Farmer's videos, and that's how I discovered it in the first place. So maybe these don't hold. I thought they held more than this, but that's 4 bales. But I guess we're going to be doing more than one trip. Maybe not. I think maybe 2 trips. In either case, it'll still be less than what I had to do with the other baler, which is nice. I keep forgetting how tippy Ago's tractors are, or Ago, or how you want to say it. I don't know. In big news, the Forest mod finally came out in beta. If you want to try the Forest mod out, you can totally try that out on the Farming Simulator main mod, I guess main site. It's on there now. You can check it out. It's in beta, so it's not perfect, not by any means. If it were working perfectly, I would probably include it in the Let's Play, but with all the mods I already have, there would bound to be some major conflicts, which is one of my primary reasons why I'm not going to go out of my way to put it into a Let's Play. So, what do we need? 2 more bales, I guess. Almost. That was me being careful. How many is it? 2, 4, 6, 8. No, it's only 10. Yeah, it's still less than... Let's get this last bale here. Perfect. Look at that. Excellent. Transport mode. Engage. Excellent. So I'm gonna stop the episode there for now, folks. I'll come back in just a moment. I'm doing a long recording session, I guess. I'll be back in a moment for the... Well, for me, it'll be a moment. For you guys, it'll be a day or two. But yeah, let's watch the sunset there. Anyways, my name's Iain Robson. It's been Farming Simulator 2013, coming at you from the all-American farm. Catch you guys later.